This lesson is about formulas. Formulas are equations, so they have equal signs that show a relationship between quantities with variables. So today we're going to go over 4 different equations. Distance equals rate times time. Perimeter, so distance around an object, is twice the length plus twice the width. Area equals length times width. And Fahrenheit in degrees is equal to 1.8 degrees Celsius, or times Celsius, plus 32. So the first one, use the formula P equals 2L plus 2W to find the perimeter. So we're going to let the length be 10 and the width be 5. So the first thing you want to do is write out the formula. P equals 2L plus 2W. The second line, you're going to substitute what you know in. P equals 2 times L, which is 10, plus 2 times 5, which is W. The last line is when you're going to evaluate. 2 times 10 is 20, plus 10 is 30, and you want to answer in units. The units are inches. So write the formula down, substitute what you know, and plug it in the answer with units. Okay, B, the length is 8 and the width is 6. So I'm going to write the formula P equals 2L plus 2W. Plug it in. P equals 2 times 8 plus 2 times 6. P equals 16. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 12 is 38, and my units are centimeters. Circle your answer. And the last one, write the formula. Perimeter equals 2 times length plus 2 times width. Now substitute. Perimeter equals 2 times 13 plus 2 times 8. So perimeter equals 26 plus 16, which is 42 feet. So there's my answer. Letter A, down here, use the formula length times width to find the area. So area is how much space a rectangle takes up. Perimeter is the distance around it. So I know the formula is area equals length times width. Up here, the length is 10 and the width is 5. So I plug it in. Area equals 5 times 10, which is 50, but now your units are going to be squared, inches squared. Letter B, write the formula. Area equals length times width. Now substitute in. The length is 6 and the width is 8, or width is 8. The length is 8 and the width is 6. So this is 48, and my units are going to be centimeters squared. And then C, write the formula. Area equals length times width. And then you're going to plug in area equals 8 times 13. So I'm going to calculate 8 times 13, which is 8 times 13 is 104. And your units are feet squared. Okay, down here is converting Celsius to Fahrenheit. So while vacationing in the Mediterranean Sea, Angie recorded she wrote down the temperature several times throughout the day. She used a thermometer in the lobby of her hotel, which measured the temperature in degrees Celsius. So a lot of countries use Celsius as a way to measure it. We use Fahrenheit. So to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, you use this formula right here. So if we're going to plug in 19 into C right here, so it's 1.8 times 19 plus 32. So you need to show that you're plugging it in. So I use my calculator and do 1.8 times 19 plus 32. and I get 66.2 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to have a degree symbol and you want to have the F. And the second one is 1.8 times 22 plus 32. So I do 1.8 times 22 plus 32. And I get 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And my last one is 1.8 times 30 plus 32. So I do 1.8 times 30 plus 32. And it's 86 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's how you convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. And the last part right here is using the distance equals rate times time formula. So D is distance, R is the rate how fast you go. So D is distance. So distance can be in kilometers, meters, miles. R is the rate, or how fast you go, your speed. It's another way of looking at it. And T is time. So you write distance equals rate times time, and it says find the distance. So we don't know what D is. So D equals the rate. The rate is miles per hour, so it's 55. And the time is 3 hours. So your distance is 55 times 3, which is 165. So since we're using miles per hour, the distance is miles. So make sure you have a unit at the end. B, suppose you travel, so this is your distance, 162 miles in 4 hours. So this is your time. So you write distance equals rate times time. Find the speed, find the rate. So this time we don't know R. We know that D is 162, and we know the T is 4. So go back to last chapter, how do you solve for R? Well, you divide both sides by 4. So I do 162 divided by 4 is 205.5. And I want to have a unit. So we're talking about miles and hours. So it's 162 miles in 4 hours. So the rate is miles per hour. And then the last one, D equals RT. Well, we're given D is set 273 kilometers. The rate we don't know. And the time is 9.75. So to solve, you divide each side by 9.75. So I do 273 divided by 9.75, and I get 28. So it's 28, but now your units are kilometers divided by hours. So it's kilometers per hour is your rate. So always make sure you write your formula, show that you plug it in, and always answer in units.